During this unit, we're going to be using these graphic organizers to help us understand the major events that happened in history in Oregon. So I'm going to teach you how this graphic organizer works and also teach you a little bit about Lewis and Clark. The top section of this organizer, by the way, this is on page 11 of your packet if you want to have it in front of you. The top section has the event, the date, and the location. I'm going to start here on the right. The date of this event was between 1804 and 1806, so it spanned several years. And there were multiple locations. Some of the events we're going to look at happened in one location. Some of them happened in multiple locations. Lewis and Clark started in St. Louis, Missouri, and then they traveled to the northwest, what is now the United States and Oregon. They went down the Columbia River and made it to the Pacific Ocean, where they built Fort Clatsop. So what really happened and who was involved? This is kind of where you write the facts of the important event. President Thomas Jefferson asked Meriwether Lewis to organize an expedition to the Pacific Ocean. Then Lewis asked Clark to join, and they prepared equipment and found other soldiers and explorers to be part of the group. It actually took them quite a long time to prepare. Finally, Lewis and Clark and the Corps of Discovery reached the Pacific Ocean and encountered many new different people along the way. So I said who was involved: President Thomas Jefferson, Lewis, Clark, and the Corps of Discovery, and what did they do? Then we're also going to look at the cause and the effect of this event. Why did this happen, and what events led up to this one? Well, why did this happen? President Thomas Jefferson wanted to explore the Oregon Territory in order to claim it for the United States. What led up to that? Why did he want to do that? Well, the United States had recently purchased the Louisiana Territory from the French, expanding the size of the United States. So that's what led up to it and why they wanted to do it. The effect means what is the result or the impact of this event of the Corps of Discovery and Lewis and Clark's expedition. Who was impacted? What were the impacts or effects of the event on one group of people as opposed to another, and why was that? Well, the expedition resulted in westward expansion where many European Americans, white settlers, claimed land in the western part of the continent, including what is now Oregon. Native Americans lost much of their territory and rights, so multiple people were impacted. Many Native Americans were killed due to diseases that the colonists brought and due to violent conflict. So there were positive and negative impacts to different people and effects. And then finally, the last section of this graphic organizer says, what else do you want to know? So this just makes me think, what else could I learn or research about this event in history? Why did the Native Americans lose their land? And why didn't the European Americans and Native Americans live peacefully together? Why was there so much conflict and so much death? And that's how you complete a graphic organizer like this.